turn, the 5-minute turn. I'm actually going to take a trade here, even though we're showing a strong hold on the zone. This is the first and the last minute of a 5-minute turn. This is where market makers like to go misdirection here. So a little bit advanced. Let me let it come down for a second here. And then I'm going to actually buy into this. This zone was very weak until we turned the 5-minute candle. Just going to get into one contract, one mini. And here we go. Let me put in my sell stop. Protect my position. Go like right there. That's fine. All right. So essentially, just to give you a kind of a, this is going to be a little bit more advanced. We were coming into this zone with tremendous amount of bright green data, your strongest upside data, had a bunch of buy signals down here, and we pushed nice and up, and we actually had a very weak zone until the 5-minute turn. And as you guys know, as I say 8 million times over and over again, so you guys will probably hear me say it 8 million times more, the first minute and the last minute of the 5-minute turn is where I believe there's just tremendous misdirection. Tremendous misdirection. So for the zone to change, and we'll teach you guys this when we release this Maverick zones. For this zone to change its likely level of holding around the turn of the 5-minute candle is not odd. You got to know the misdirection that the market makers and them kind of put on the retail trader, if you will. Just my theory, never verified. As I sip my coffee. All right, so why are we in this trade? Well, first things first, we got a green background. The bulls are in control. Second thing is we have bright green candles. The Maverick AI Pro colors your, see this? Now we're taking off. What did I tell you? A+ setup to the upside. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. So a lot of folks are trading with just red and green candles. This is actually crunching a formula underneath the hood, crunching the buying and the selling data. Sorry, I was just watching this, thinking how I was going to draw this. A lot of times, let me go sideways here. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm still drinking my coffee, folks. It is 7 in the morning. A lot of times folks go, hey, how do I stay out of chop? How do I stay out of chop? What's one thing you notice in this chop? What's the one thing you notice in this chop right here? Gray candles. Gray candles. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. A lot of people had red and green candles here. Maybe a bunch of green too, maybe a bunch of red. Our indicator colors it to the data underneath the hood. And what is gray? Gray means indecision. When it's sideways, it means indecision. How do I stay out of the chop? Don't get into gray candles, okay? Don't get into gray candles, and a lot of times you'll stay out of chop. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Look at this, bright green. Don't you wish you were up at 1 in the morning? This would have paid a lot of people's mortgages for the next couple of years here. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Now, hot pink is your strongest downside data candle. So let me show you. This is what clear vision charts look like, folks. This, now never mind these zones. This is the Maverick zones. It's not out yet. We're going to be releasing it. It auto draws your zones and then gives you a kind of a percentage level of likely to hold and stuff like that. But look at this. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Oh my gosh. Look at this drop. Holy smokes. And then if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. This is clear vision. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data underneath the hood. The selling data, the buying data, and the severity of that data. So think of it like a heat map. This is unbelievable. Do you think this would add confidence to your trades to hold on longer if you had hot pink candles for most of the way down? Or if you stay below the Maverick guide, we like to go short when we're below this blue line. We like to go long when we're above this blue line. Could this add confidence to your game? It does for me. It does for me. Okay. Beautiful buy signal right here. This is a 5-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart. All right. So we just did the turn of the what? The 5-minute bar. The 5-minute candle just turned. Okay. So the first minute and the last minute of a 5-minute turn, I sit on my hands. I do nothing. I do nothing. I sit on my hands. I hold judgment. First minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn. Maverick Multi-X, these 5 traders, T1 through T5, think of them as traders, T1 through T5, these 5 traders are all voting bullish across 6 time frames. Bullish across 6 time frames. Imagine being in a room with 5 other traders that all have a completely different style. Completely different style. And they're all voting bullish across 6 time frames. Would that add confidence to your long position? Oh, should I go long? Should I go long? Well, all 5 traders are saying they're going long, and they all have a completely different style. That's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful, okay? Maverick Trender pegged to the top right up here. When this line is pegged to the top, that is showing massive strength and momentum. Look at this. Massive strength and momentum. Massive strength and momentum. Strength and momentum. See how this thing just kept getting pegged. We call these flat tops. We love flat tops. It can't go any further, so it just stays pinned at the top. If it's green, it means to the upside. Obviously, if it's red, it means to the downside. And then what do we have here? An A+ setup on your Maverick Radar, the ultimate trading assistant. Go back and watch, not this past weekend, but 2 weekends before. We took blind A+ setups from the Maverick Radar here, and it was just awesome. I think just blindly taking A+ setups, like literally just hitting our mouse when we see an A+ setup, we only had 1 losing day in both of those weeks. I'm not telling you to do that. Please do not trade that way. But I just wanted to show how powerful the Maverick Radar is. And what is the Maverick Radar doing? It's going through our entire checklist that we look for to take an A+ setup. Okay, so it's going through the entire checklist. Hey, how's your Maverick AI Pro? What color is the candles? Bright green. Beautiful. You get an A. Maverick Multi-X. All 5 traders, are they voting bullish across 6 time frames? Maverick Guide. Okay, price is above the blue line. We love to go long when price is above the blue line. Look at this. Unbelievable. And then we like to go short when price is below the blue line. Okay, massively powerful. Massively, massively powerful. Maverick Trender pegged to the top here. Green line means massive strength and momentum upward. Bear Bull, the bulls are in control, green background. Then we put in this qualifier here to keep you guys on the right side of the tracks. What's the qualifier? Well, like I always say, and I don't mean this in any other way than time, to explain this qualifier, it would take a giant whiteboard and about 2 hours to explain it. It's a pretty deep formula to just make sure that we are truly getting an A+ setup. So the Maverick Radar crunches all these things, and as you can see, I have ES and I have NQ. You don't have to do it this way. This is just one strategy that we put 2 symbols that run together, ES and NQ, and they have to agree before we take a setup. And you can see how ES is just, it's coming up to this level. You got you got an 83% chance of holding. Oh, that's why, because you just did the 5-minute turn. We just did the 5-minute turn. Okay, I'm telling you, watch this. It's crazy. The first minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn, even if you trade the 1 minute, even if you trade the 10 minute, even if you trade the whatever, the 2 minute, whatever you want to do. The first minute and the last minute of a 5-minute turn, I'm telling you, it's stop loss grab city. It's so much misdirection, manipulation, all that stuff. All right, so We'll probably get a grading change once we get past the first minute of the 5-minute candle, as far as how strong this level will hold. And really, if we can get under like a 70% stronghold level, we could break right through here. And we'll teach you all that in the Maverick zones. But this was an auto-drawn zone. So really, gosh, scalpers out here, if you'd like to take like strong zones, bounces, pivots, man, this can really be nice for you. Really be nice for you. But again, we're in the first, we're just coming out of that first minute of the 5-minute bar. So you can see it wants to come up. It wants to break up. Bunch of buy signals down here, calling this thing before it even happened, which is really cool. All 5 traders are still voting bullish across most time frames. Okay, so see your stronghold score is actually dropping. You were at 85%, 86%. Now you're at 77%, 76%. Okay, so what's it doing? This is calculating all the data underneath to go, hey, does this have enough to push through? Anything under like a 70%, maybe even anything under 75% has a chance of breaking through. Okay. It's going to be a little wonky because this is 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning, Wall Street's sleeping. Okay, Wall Street's sleeping. But if we can break under about 75%, this will probably break right through. You're at 76%, 77, all right? So let's not split hairs. What we do know is on this score, yeah, see now it's pushing up, but can it break through? What we do know on this score, though, is that we're not at 90%. We're not at 100%. We're not at 89%. So boom, so now it's starting to break. How cool is this? And we'll give you a scoring system to know. There you go. You just broke it. We're up about $200 on one mini. I'm not going to trade heavy here. But this is what clear vision is, folks. Gray candles, you stayed out of the chop, right? How do I stay out of the chop? Don't get into gray candles. It's just going sideways. Don't get into gray candles. Gray candles means indecision here. And then you break and close above the blue line. Remember, we like to go long when we're above the blue line. Long when we're above the blue line. And we'll eventually get there. Short when we're below it. Hot pink is your strongest downside data candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. And I mean, I can't rewrite history. Oh my gosh. And then if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside candle. The Maverick AI Pro completely colored your chop here to keep you out. And now we're pushing back up. Buy signals way before the move happened. Tons of up confidence arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4 up confidence arrows. Just letting you know, hey, you're moving in the right direction. Maverick trenders pegged to the top. All 5 traders are voting bullish across 6 time frames. And looky here. You have an A+ setup on your Maverick radar. The ultimate trading assistant is serving up, going, I say this all the time. How many times have you gotten into a trade? You get into it, you get stopped out, you go back and you go, what was I thinking? Well, let the Maverick radar be your eyes. Let it confirm what you're seeing. Folks, we're up $400. It's 7 o'clock on a Monday, 7 a.m. on a Monday. And for most people making $400 or $500 at 7 a.m. on a Monday, they're good for the day. Okay? Now, you throw in some copy trading, copy this over to 3 other funded accounts. Let's go. All you had to do was go $400 and you're at a $1,200 day. Okay, just getting the turn of the 5-minute candle. So I'm going to be cautious here. All right. So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want edge in the market, look at this run. Bright green candles. If you see, look at this buy signal down here. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And then look at this. Look at this drop down here. Look at this sell signal. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Stay below the Maverick guide the whole time. Folks, this is what clear vision looks like. I mean, this spells it out right here. This is what clear vision looks like. Okay? This is what sell signal, hot pink candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Okay? Buy signal. All the way up. Boom. Getting some retracement because it's the first minute of the new 5-minute candle. No big deal. All right? No big deal. But man, up over $400 first thing on a Monday, I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if this seems like the edge you've been looking for, not financial advice, do your own research, come read what our traders are saying. So many of them are crushing it. Man, just this guy alone, the ultimate trading assistant, giving you A+ setups on a silver platter. Are you kidding me? Your candles being like a heat map, gray candles keeping you at a chop, buy signals way before the move even happened. Oh man, we're going to have fun this week. All right. So listen, come check us out. If you want edge in the market, if you want better clarity on your charts, this is too fun. Come check us out. Not financial advice. Nothing's ever guaranteed in the markets. You know how that goes. Somebody can tweet something at any point in time and stuff. But man, oh man, we're having fun. We're going to keep having fun. Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.